What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Canon RP and is this camera still worth it? So talking about the biggest elephant in the room, which is the Canon RP not coming with 24p built in at 1080. Canon did announce that they would incorporate it and that firmware has come out. Honestly changed my complete opinion about the Canon RP. I honestly think this is the perfect starter YouTube camera when switching from something that's crop sensor into something that's full frame. That's a huge leap, and I honestly think that the Canon RP is going to be the perfect most used YouTube camera that there is, because it is extremely cheap, cheapest full frame camera that you can buy. Canon colors, dual pixel autofocus, and just the simplicity of using a Canon camera. Like, it's super easy, as well as all the Canon glass. You could use the Canon RF glass, which is the new lens mount system, or you could use the adapter and use the Canon EF glass, which still allows you to have that perfect dual pixel auto-focusing system, which allows you to snap into focus. I honestly don't understand the reasoning behind Canon's choice to remove the 24p. They've also done this with a couple of other cameras that they, I guess, got a lot of backlash for, which they ended up releasing firmwares to include the 24p. I don't know why they did this. It's just crazy to me, but I'm thankful that they have included it. Even though I did find a workaround which allowed me to use 25p, but then it was just like a couple more steps than just being able to flick the switch over to, 60p and go back to 24p and that kind of situation. So I'm thankful that they justified it. The battery life on this camera is like my biggest annoyance, I want to say. It's still terrible. You still, honestly, for me, I would need like 4 batteries for a full day shoot. If you're inside where it's somewhere warm, because it's not warm outside right now, that I think this camera would be amazing still. And if you're not doing a huge amount of video, even like 4K or anything like that, then I think that this camera is amazing, especially if you want to take photos. For photos, this is the perfect just run and gun everyday carry camera, and it's super small, it's super light. So in that aspect, for photos, it's perfect. For video, it's not the greatest. I honestly think that the Canon RP is the perfect vlogging camera. Like, even though it has the battery issues and small things like that, I still think that this is the top vlogging camera, YouTube camera, whatever you want to call it. Has face detect, eye detect. It's gonna snap in, lock you in focus, because the dual pixel autofocus with Canon is just amazing. Yeah, I just think that it's an overall small, super light. I think this is like a perfect travel camera, as long as you could get those batteries. You could also charge it through USB-C, not using it though. The camera does have to be off, but I honestly think you buy like a battery bank and you're good to go. Just recording yourself, and once you're not recording, just plug it in, it'll start charging and you're good to go. For anyone that already uses Canon cameras, say like a 5D Mark IV or the 5D Mark II, 6D, I honestly think that the Canon RP is like a perfect mirrorless camera to jump into the mirrorless market. It's not going to be too different from your other Canon cameras. It's not too expensive. And it's definitely an amazing option to jump into the full frame mirrorless market. In my opinion, is the Canon RP worth it? Say yes, it's super worth it. There's crazy deals out there for you to pick up this camera. In some aspects, you could probably pick it up for like $500-600, especially on the used market. I think that this camera can go places, and who's to say you don't pick up 2 of these cameras and use, a crazy YouTube setup of 2 camera setup. Maybe you're just using this camera for like a top-down angle or anything like that. Casey Neistat once said it that if you have a camera that's too expensive and you're too scared to beat it up, then your chances are you're not going to get those crazy shots that you might want to get. With a Canon RP, it's not that expensive that it's like unattainable, like the Canon 1DX Mark II. Like, you're not going to smash that around and do crazy, you know, risky shots with it because it's so expensive. With the Canon RP, maybe you just might do that. So yes, I think that it's worth it. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help. And until the next video, peace.